viewers, and welcome to another episode of Government and Public Service Reports on Atlantic Television Network. News, events, and stories abound in the state system. ATN's appetite for in-depth, unbiased, and factual reportage is the driving principle for this program in order to bring government activities to the doorstep of the people. Let's go through the highlights of today's reports. In Rivers State, Ali began governing fully this February for Bara. In Bayelsa State, generator fumes kill 7 in music studio. In State, police arrest of 14 keke rider in viral video. And in pension scheme, retired police officers storm State Assembly. We will take a short break, and when we return, we'll go straight to the details. Stay tuned.
People into the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honourable
You human trafficker.
Get ready as Morrison Communications Limited proudly presents Children's Day Celebration 2024.
Arts. Small hotel and resorts. Number 9, Rumukala off Waterlines bus Hackett. On Saturday, May 25th, starting at 8 a.m. into school march past competition,
Dance competition, drama competition, parents, teachers, and children alike. Don't miss out on the fun with Uncle Clown bouncing castle as we caught the admission is just 2,000 naira per child. For participation and sponsorship opportunities, call us now 0806 673 8689 and 0810 634 1777.
This event is proudly sponsored by the Last Mall Hotel and Resort with Atlantic Television Network and 99.5 Wish FM Port Harcourt, Lesuka Event Center, 8 Place Hotel, 8 Ball Hotel and Lounge, Oma Studio, Osgia Table Walk. Remember that every child is unique. See you there. This event is managed by Pace Expressions Arts.
Special guest appearance, Hilda Dokubo, Children's Day Celebration 2024.
Kasali, I hope my card already. I get interview in 30 minutes.
Ah, okay, you not ready. I just the last minute instruction where you give me yesterday. Now they cause more delay.
Which instruction?
Shebi na you say make I change the meter, make you no read it again.
Which time did I make you change meter?
People into the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honorables,
You human trafficker.
Honorables,
Welcome back. Now we dive into Rivers State Governor Similaye Fubara said on Tuesday that he did not start governing the state fully until February 2024. Though he assumed office in May, Fubara said he did not start taking decisions until February this year, 8 months after taking office. He spoke while inaugurating Igbida Internal roads in the Emoha local government area of the state. He said since he started confronting governance fully in February, he had done remarkably well and earned the commendation of the people. Fubara did not give reasons why he did not start governing fully for his first 8 months in office, but he has been embroiled in a political crisis with his predecessor and his strange political godfather, Nyesom Wike. Last October, he survived an impeachment plot by the members of the Rivers State House of Assembly, loyal to Wike. On 2 occasions, members of his cabinet loyal to Wike had resigned, while the State Assembly has also been factionalized, fueling crisis in the state. Fubara did not give reasons why he did not start governing fully for his 8 months in office. Speaking on Tuesday, he assured the people of the state of quality projects. He said he was operating a government of transparency, adding, coalition of civil societies led by Center for Credible Leadership and Citizens Awareness has called on River State government to fairly address the unfolding events in the state in accordance with true democracy and democratic principles in line with global practice in order to save democracy in the state. According to the coalition group, Rivers State government has refused to obey court judgments and orders, thereby abusing court process and tantamounts to self-help.
The assembly led by Right Honorable Martin Sameule is recognized by law and certified by the court. And Right Honorable Ameule and others states that the 11th defendant, that is the governor of Rivers State, is prohibited from making any request, presentation or nomination to any other house of assembly other than that led by Right Honorable Martin Sameule. This judgment is subsisting and this judgment has not been set aside. In another suit pending before the FCT High Court in suit number FHC/ABJ/CS/1681/2000.
A replication of corruption, abuse of power, and due process.
Are deeply saddened and deeply concerned. Active officer Governor Fubara is spending River State funds outside the realm of appropriation, a replication of corruption, abuse of power, and due process. The act contravenes is protected. Thank you.
Socio-political analyst Dr. John Idumange has called on the federal government to fulfill its promise of providing modular oil refinery during its campaign period. Idumange made the call while speaking as a guest on Atlantic TV Blowout. He asked the federal government to accomplish its promise so as to utilize the skills of the persons involved in illegal oil refinery.
Some years back, when I think during the time of Obasanjo, the Niger Delta youths protested, and the promise made to them was that the federal government will establish modular refineries to, create job opportunities for them. To 5%, it is an alarm. Yes. They will declare a state of emergency. But in Nigeria, we have, our capacity to absorb shock has become part of our body. So no matter what happens, people are dying in silence. Today, Labour is producing, federal government is proposing 48,000 naira. It means you have to wait for 2 months for an average worker to buy a bag of rice. You have to wait for livelihoods are threatened. In fact, the country is becoming a theater of the absurd. This is not what we bargained for. And that is why I always enjoin the federal government not to lavish whatever goodwill the people have reposed in this government. All we have seen from day one is tax, and more tax. For what? We have increasing tariff on electricity bill. Today maybe we'll discuss cyber security levy. What are they using the levy for? Our roads are in a bad shape. Things are really bad. Now, I expect the government at this point in time to revisit their promise for establishing modular refineries.
So the government should just give up and
no, they are not going to give up. They are not.
The analysts further blamed authorities, including the military politicians, for allegedly funding and backing operation of illegal refining of crude oil.
That complex web comprises, but not excluding, the security men.
Yes.
There are those who are the breaded wolves. They have a lot of money to fund it.
Yes.
Are you of the impression that it is all those poor boys who are jobless that can buy tankers? It's impossible. We are talking about a multi-million naira industry, which cannot be funded by the youths. In that complex web, the security operatives must comply. Yes. If they don't, oil theft cannot take place. There are times when oil has been stolen and the tankers are moving. It is the security agencies that will avail themselves to guide, to provide security for the stolen oil.
Yes.
So she is not making an allegation. These are facts we have seen time and again. Yes. That does not mean that oil theft should be encouraged.
Yes.
You see, government should go into more sensitization. But the best type of sensitization government can engage in is not to talk on radio or television. No. It's not to... You see, our legal system is also retributive in nature. They are just after, catch the criminal and punish him. They are not addressing the causative agents. What are the causalities? What are those things causing, making these youths to go into bunkering or oil theft? They are not addressing those issues. And that is why, if you don't nip this crime in the bud, it will continue.
Recall that the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps has arrested 9 individuals involved in oil theft at an illegal refinery located in forested area on the boundary between Rivers and Abia states. There's more news, but don't forget you can connect with us and watch us on ATN socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, X, formerly Twitter, Atlantic TV Net. Watch us live on our websites, www.atlanticnetwork.tv. 7 persons were found dead inside a music studio in Bayelsa State on Tuesday after inhaling what is suspected to be generator fumes. The music studio along Transformer Road in Amarata axis of Bayelsa State capital, Yenagoa, was operated by one of the deceased identified as Akbos Barakubo. The deceased was believed to be working in the studio on Monday night, but fell asleep due to exhaustion without putting off the generator, resulting in the sad incident. 6 corpses were discovered in the morning, and a 7th one, who was unconscious, was rushed to the hospital, but later gave up. It was gathered that many of the zone command has sought a robust media collaboration to prevent and curtail crimes in the command. EFA, author of the law, adding the partnership with the media was not personal but for professional reasons. The police officer seen in a viral video assaulting a citizen has been identified by the Anambra State Command of the force. This is even as the Commissioner of Police in the state, CP Obono Itam, has ordered immediate disciplinary proceedings to commence on the incident. A statement by the command's spokesperson, Ikenga Tochukwu, called on the victim in the video to come forward to help in the facilitating the necessary procedures involved in the process. Anambra State Police Command wishes to let the members of the public know that the police officer seen on a viral video assaulting a citizen has been immediate disciplinary proceedings to commence on the incidents. Given the above, command also invites the victim to come forward. To this end, the CP reiterated that the command, under his watch, would not tolerate any form of unprofessional conduct by police personnel and emphasized the need for officers to be courageously calm when dealing with the civil populace, especially when being provoked. He also urged citizens to always respect the civil authority and be law-abiding. Governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Mba, has taken his investments drive to Vienna, Austria, where he held high-level meetings with senior government officials, the business community, and international development partners. He also signed a memorandum of understanding towards the development of the state. Mba, who sought to grow the state's economy from $4.4 billion to $30 billion from 4 to 8 years through private sector investments and strategic partnerships, met with the Austrian Minister of Interior, Gerhard Kahner, Minister of Labor and Commerce, Dr. Martin Kocher, Minister of Agriculture, Norbert Tosching, Managing Director of the Austrian Promotional Bank, Bernhard Sagmeister. Others include the Director General of the International Center for Migration Policy Development, Michael Spindledge, and parliamentarians, amongst others, who expressed readiness to collaborate with Enugu State government for the mutual benefits of both parties. At the meeting with Austria's Minister of Interior, Kahner, Mba and his hosts agreed to partner across various sectors with opportunities in Nigeria for Austrian SMEs. Mba's meeting with the Austrian Minister of Agriculture, Tosching, dwelt on the implementation of an agricultural model region, measuring about 2,000 to 5,000 hectares, and replicating the Austrian cooperative success story in Enugu State. Meeting with the Austrian Minister of Labor and Commerce, Dr. Kocher, the Enugu State Governor said his administration expressed readiness to help expand collaboration between Austrian and Nigerian businesses, especially in the areas of agriculture, hydropower work, and knowledge in semiconductors, possibly leveraging the already the return of the disbanded councils. According to the union, the issue regarding the councils is about tenure, and that the tenure of the former councils had not lapsed before they were removed from office, adding that the action of the FG smacked of illegality. Briefing newsmen at the University of Lagos, UNILAG, on Tuesday, the Lagos Zonal Coordinator of ASU, Professor Adelaja Odukoya, said the only condition for dismantling the former council should be that they have breached the law setting them up. On the non-release of the withheld salaries of ASU members, Odukoya said the government would not succeed in what it termed efforts to foist a master-servant relationship on lecturers. They promised us when they came in that there would be peace and harmony on our campuses, but already they are towing the path of war. In what appears to be a recurring decimal, some gunmen reportedly abducted a woman, Nimota Busari, in the Ibepa area of Sagamu local government area of Ogun State on Thursday. This is just as the State Police Command said it had launched a manhunt for in the Ogun State, in the Ogun East Senatorial District. Oyo State House of Assembly has approved the request of Governor Seyi Makinde to access the 10 billion loan facility, 10 billion naira loan facility to provide facility, which is to be secured from Fidelity Bank, is repayable for 13 months. In their deliberations, some of the lawmakers who spoke on the request expressed concern about the state of the economy across the country, which has made life virtually unbearable for citizens. The lawmakers appealed to Governor Makinde to continue to give priority to projects and programs that Law 2019 and Kano State Emirate Amendment Law 2023 for amendment. This followed, and also a member representing Dala constituency, Alhaji Lawan Husseini, Chedia Yan Gurasa, during Tuesday plenary session presided by the Speaker, Jibril Ismail Falgor. The Assembly member representing Dawakin Kudu constituency, Shaibu Rabiu, seconded the motion.